710 ESPN Seattle presents Brock and Salk's Wrap-Up.
Powered by the law offices of Heidi Hunt.
What the University of Washington can learn from not just Nick Saban last night, but right down I-5 and 405, what Pete Carroll's done for the Seattle Seahawks as well. At times last night, if you stuck around and watched a bit of that snoozer of a BCS National Championship game, you saw a group defensively at LSU and Alabama that frankly just looked a lot different than what we see out in the Pac-12. And that's even with really good Pac-12 teams. I mean, seen most of them over the last 2 years, and that includes Oregon that played for a national title. That certainly includes our Huskies and our Cougars here in state, the Beavers, just about everybody within the Pac-12. When you look at those guys, and you look last night at that LSU and that Alabama front seven, who are those guys and where do they come from? And why aren't there, frankly, more of them up here in the Pacific Northwest making a difference? It got me thinking about our own Seattle Seahawks and what Pete Carroll and what John Schneider have done. Now, very different. They get to draft, they get to cut, they get to sign, but look at what they've done. Look at Alan Branch. Look at Red Bryant. Look at Brandon Mebane. Look at the size of those guys within that front seven and compare and contrast that right now with what's going on in the developmental process at the University of Washington. Here's my level of encouragement. They already know this. They already go after the best of the best. But what I would like to see them do is a real emphasis on what they did last year. Sign Danny Shelton. Get him involved. Go ahead and get guys that are already defensive linemen and linebackers and safeties. Steve Entman, as I said on the show today, was a 250-pound D tackle before he became the force he eventually became, the Lombardi Trophy, the Outland Trophy, and everything else, and every other trophy that he won at Washington. I want defensive guys. I don't want converted wide receivers. I don't want converted quarterbacks and tight ends. I don't necessarily want these guys with the frame that are going to grow into it. No. I want D linemen. I want linebackers. I want safeties. And if you're Wazoo and you're Oregon State and you're Washington and you're Oregon, you're anybody on the Pac-12 other than USC who can get a lot of those premier talents, get those big difference makers. Don't just groom them and develop them. Go get more of them, and you're going to get more championships down the road.